I'm going to put this up, and you guys can either disagree or agree. I'm going to put a poll up in the chat if I'm onto something or not. Jeff, you're crazy. Let's talk about it. Sam, JB, I want your guys' thoughts on it too. Alex, throw it up for me. Top 5 quarterbacks. This is Adam's 2 and mine. So, pre-draft, we're doing all our rankings this week to kind of just shore up where we stand on a lot of these prospects. So, let me get this. Okay. So, Adam's list and my list. Wow. He has Tanner McKee making an entrance. Wow. Tanner McKee. What do you think about these two lists initially before I get into mine?
Sure. So I guess I will start with Adams at this point. Bryce Young and CJ Stroud 1-2, I agree with 100%. Anthony Richardson, to me, is somebody that I wouldn't touch with a 50-foot pole. I'm not in terms of drafting him. Anthony Richardson, I'm not drafting somebody who was horribly inaccurate in college, had 4 games in which he completed less than 50% of his passes, had a 53.8% completion percentage in his 1 year as a starter. I need somebody who was actually productive in college. But man, did you see that pro day? Did you see that combine where he looked like the Hulk? Yeah, but he can't throw. I would put Hendon Hooker above him. I like Hendon Hooker. I think he is the 3rd best prospect in this draft, quite simply because not only does he have the size and the arm and the accuracy, but he was highly productive in college. 58 touchdowns and 5 interceptions in his last 2 seasons at Tennessee, including the game of his life, throwing for 5 against an Alabama defense that had Will Anderson and Brian Branch. Pretty damn impressive. Tanner McKee is another one. Tanner McKee is one that he didn't do anything in college. I get that Stanford, he didn't have the best supporting cast, but what did he throw? 13 touchdown passes last year? It's all about alleged talent and arm strength and what you see size. Oh, he's 6'5". But Tanner McKee did nothing in college. He was not productive at all. And when you look at all of the best quarterbacks in the NFL, every single one of them, except for Josh Allen, he is the exception, were highly productive in college. I mean, Joe Burrow had the best season ever and 63 touchdown passes while winning a Heisman Trophy. Patrick Mahomes, everybody talks about him as somebody who wasn't that great in college, which is asinine because he threw 36 touchdown passes his junior year and 41 his senior year. He was just stuck playing with a Cliff Kingsbury horrible defense in which they would lose games 58-55. Trevor Lawrence was one of the best college quarterbacks ever at Clemson. Lamar Jackson was a Heisman Trophy winner. I need you to be productive in college. That, to me, is a prerequisite. Yes. It's not everything. Just because you're productive in college doesn't mean you're going to be great in the NFL. I just need all of the tangibles and the production.
And I want to go through, could you throw up my list real quick, Alex? Our list, excuse me. And I want to kind of go through why I put each player where. So Bryce Young, to me, I mean, there's not really much to say there. Even despite being 5'11", $195, if he was 6'2", there wouldn't even be even more of a debate.
He would be talked about as like a Trevor Lawrence type prospect.
Oh, absolutely. In terms of his IQ, football character, production, win-loss, what he did at Alabama, yeah, he's the number 1 quarterback to me. Number 2, CJ Stroud, for a couple different reasons, has the most NFL throws in college. Talk about his arm talent. Yes, a little stagnant in the pocket, but I think at Georgia, when he played Georgia, displayed a lot of things that scouts were looking for. So I think CJ, the game against Georgia, kind of significantly rose his stock a lot. But regardless, he was the 2nd best quarterback to me. Now we get to Will Levis. And I'll explain why I have Will Levis here, because if I have to be honest with you guys, besides Bryce Young and CJ Stroud, I really don't care about any of these quarterbacks.